So if we look at our first calculation, 372 add 119 equals, and we can form an addition sign with our arms for add. These are large numbers, so we will use column addition, and we can karate chop in straight lines for our straight columns in column addition. We start with our column headings, our private ones, and we can salute, our captain tens, and we can twirl a pretend moustache, and our major 100s we can sit up straight. We then add in our columns with 2 lines for our answer and our addition sign. We look at 372 with 300s, 7 tens and 2 ones, and 119 with 100, 110 and 9 ones. In this lesson we are regrouping in our ones or tens column. We can prepare ourselves by looking ahead and seeing which column adds to more than 9. This means we have a problem as only 9 are allowed on our ships for each column, so we'll have to regroup. So in this calculation we straight away have a problem in the ones column as it will add to more than 9. We're fine in the tens and we're fine in the hundreds. So in this calculation we regroup in our ones column. Let's get going. We always start with our private ones column. We can salute, and we have 2 add 9. We'll swap the numbers to 9 add 2 with the biggest number first, as this is easier. We'll count on and we'll put 9 in our fist and then 2 fingers and bend them as we count. So 9, there's 2, 9, 10, 11, and we get to 11 ones. We have a problem, as on our private one ship we can only have 9 and we've got 11, so we've got too many. So we need to put 11 into our head, and we can write it down by the side of our calculation to help us. We regroup and we can group with our hands. 11 is made up of a 10 and a 1. 10 add 1 is 11. So we can regroup 10 private ones into one team of 10, and we can hold one finger up. So our orange one changes color from orange to green. That's our one team of 10. So I've taken 10 from 11. What are we left with? 11 take away 10. What's left? We've got 1 left. So our orange one we can write in. That's our one private one left behind. Our one team of 10, our green one, is squeezed into our submarine regroup, and we can group our hands together. And they sink down, we can point down, and they travel across, we can point across, to be under our tens column, under the command of our captain 10, and we can twirl a pretend moustache. Now we'll add our captain 10's column, and we can pretend to twirl a moustache. We have 7 teams of 10, add 1 team of 10. We don't need to swap because our biggest number is first already. So we put 7 in our fist and then 1 finger and bend as we count. So 7 and then 8, and we get 8 teams of 10. We don't write 8 in because we need to remember our one regrouped team of 10. Which we can circle and draw a circle in the air. So 7 add 1 was 8, and the extra 1, 8 add 1 is 9. And because we've added it, we can now cross it off, and we can form a cross in the air with our arms. So we've got 9 teams of 10, and this is fine, as if we think of our Captain 10 ship, 9 are allowed, and we've got 9, so they fit on exactly. So we can write our 9 teams of 10 in. We move on to our major hundreds column, and we're adding 3 teams of 100, add 1 team of 100. We don't need to swap as the biggest number is already first. So 3 in our hand and then 1 finger and bend as we count. So 3, 4. We've got 4 teams of 100. And again, if we think of our major 100 ship, 9 are allowed, and we've got 4, so they'll fit on easily. So we can write 4 teams of 100 in. And we have our answer. We've got 491, and we have regrouped in our ones column. In this calculation, 95 add 34 equals. If we think about regrouping, in our ones column, we'll be fine because I think that adds to exactly 9, so they'll fit onto our ship. But in the tens column, that's going to add to more than 9. So we are going to be regrouping in the tens column this time. We start again with our private ones column, and we have 5 add 4. We don't need to swap as the biggest number is first, so we can put 5 into our fist, 4 fingers, and bend as we count. So 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. And we've got 9 private ones. And as we thought, we don't have a problem, as 9 private ones can fit onto our ship, and we have 9, so they fit exactly, and we can write 9 in. Now we'll add our Captain Tens column, twirl a pretend moustache. We have 9 teams of 10, add 3 teams of 10. No need to swap again as our biggest number is first, so we can count on, and we can put 9 in our fist, 3 fingers, and bend as we count. So 9, 10, 11, 12. So we've got 12 teams of 10. Now we do have a problem, as we only have 9 teams in our Captain 10 ship, and we have 12, so we've got too many. So we put 12 into our head, pointy ahead, and we can write it by the side of our calculation. 12 is made up of 10 teams of 10 and 2 teams of 10. 10 add 2 is 12. We regroup, and we can group our hands together, and we regroup 10 teams of 10 into 1 team of 100. Our green 1 changes from green to blue for 1 team of 100. And if I take away 10 teams of 10 from 12 teams of 10, what are we left with? 12, take away 10, leaves us with, we have this green 2, our 2 teams of 10, which we can write in. Our 1 team of 100, our blue 1, is squeezed into our submarine regroup, and they sink down, we can point down, and they travel across, we can point across. They travel across to be under our hundreds column, under the command of our major 100. We move on to our major hundreds column, we can sit up straight, and we find no numbers to think about swapping. All we have is our 1 regrouped team of 100 to add in, which we can circle, and we can draw a circle in the air. And we've got nothing to add it to, so we can cross it off and form a cross with our arms in the air. So we've got our 1 team of 100, and this is fine, as on our major 100 ship we can have 9 teams and we've only got 1, so they easily fit on. We can then add it in, and we've got our answer 129, and we have regrouped in our tens column. Let's do another one, but work together and work a bit quicker. Pause to give your own answers as we go and use our pictures to help. So in this calculation, 244 add 218 equals. We can see that we'll need to regroup in our ones column, as this adds to more than 9, but we're fine in our tens column, and we're fine in our hundreds column. So we are regrouping in our ones column. We'll start, as always, with our private ones. We've got 4 add 8. And I'm going to swap to get the biggest number first. So 8 add 4. 8 add 4 is 12. So we've got 12 private ones, but we have a problem as they will not fit onto our ship, as 12 is more than 9. We've got too many. So we store 12 in our head, and we're going to write it by the side of our calculation. We now have to regroup, and I'm going to take 10 private ones and regroup them into 1 team of 10. You can see our circled 1, that's our 1 team of 10. So I've taken 10 private ones from 12. So if you take 10 from 12, what are you left with? Well, we're left with 2. So 2 private ones are left, and we can write them in. So our 1 team of 10, we squeeze them into our submarine regroup, and our submarine regroup sinks down and travels across to appear underneath our next column under the command of our Captain 10. We move on to our captain tens column, and no need to swap as the biggest number is first again. So 4 teams of 10 add 1 team of 10. 4 add 1 gives 5 teams of 10. I'm not going to write 5 in because we've got to remember, and we can circle it, our 1 regrouped team of 10. So 4 add 1 was 5. 5 add the 1 gives 6. So we've added our extra 1 and we can cross it off. So we've got 6 teams of 10, and 6 will fit on to our captain 10's ship because it's less than 9, so we can write 6 in. We move on to our major hundreds column to find 2 teams of 100, add 2 teams of 100, and we don't need to swap because they're the same number. So 2 add 2 is 4. And if we think of our major hundreds ship, this is fine, as 9 are allowed, and we've got 4, so they fit on easily. So we can write 4 in. So our answer is 462, and we have regrouped in our ones. In this video, we looked at addition, concentrating on using hundreds, tens, and ones column addition with regrouping in the ones or tens column. And our steps to success, we can hopefully say at the end of this video, are number 1, I can set out column addition using hundreds, tens, ones, numbers. And number 2, I can add ones, tens, and hundreds. And number 3, I can regroup ones or tens. And number 4, I can add the regrouped 10 or 100. This has been a Teaching Alive short video taken from themed units aimed at learners aged 7 to 11. Throughout our videos, we use pictures and suggest actions for teaching points. So please join in with us to support learning and have some fun. For more information on the Teaching Alive project and to be shown to learn and to practice more, visit teachingalive.co.uk.